Stationary party.
Did you guys know this? I remember carrying it. Yeah, right.
So you finally get out from under
Nice to meet you. I'm Julia.
How about you, Carol?
Goodness gracious. Hello, Bruce. You made it on time.
Absolutely. Get yelled at.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, you made it in time too.
Yes, I did.
When did you get home?
Oh, about an hour ago.
Oh, my God. Hello, Mark.
Alaska tour.
How are you?
I'm happy birthday to you.
And a happy
They tape on that set.
Oh, gosh.
Come on, Doody. It's gonna bring me on fucking painting. Legally, they have to tape it when they sell them. And I hope that doesn't apply to me. So, well, if you get the permit, you know, or you gotta do it.
Yeah.
She knew the family. She didn't know that. She knew her kids.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know that.
Finish up.
There's Danny. There's Grandpa. There's Annie. And Uncle Tim.
It should be before she extra
There's Mommy.
But that's all. Yes,
Auntie
ma'am.
Andrea, or that's Auntie Alex.
Here's Alex.
There's Andrea. There's Auntie Joan. Hello, Mommy. Megan, you're on camera. Megan, look.
She says,
What? Taking pictures.
Are you a good waitress? All right.
Is in Teutonia, but he moved from Driggs, which is where he was living in his shop, and Chrissy's still in Driggs.
Yes, I can get you a party hat.
So it's 30% off. Like sale price of that.
Well, the cost.
Yeah. Okay. Cost. That's what I was wondering. Is cost or what?
Hello.
Is Timmy at Applebee's? Is that where she is at Applebee's?
Pickled carrot.
He's selling it as cheap as Carhartt. He's like, this is $50.
Yeah, the one right on 40. Nice, yeah. Is that a pretty hat?
It's a mirror, but it's not a mirror. It's a mirror. It's not a mirror. Yay.
Oh, such a nice baby. Here's Ella and Daddy.
Very good.
Bring it over to Grandma Barb. Yep.
oh, let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. Hooray!
That'll last me.
Read it all right now.
That have something with your name on it.
Absolutely, that is right.
Yeah, beautiful cake.
That's a beautiful.
We're gonna bring this one over here.
Daniel's 50 finger.
Happy birthday, Mom.
I'm not going to.
Are you okay? Sit down here.
How do you use remote?
That has strawberry sauce.
That's about it. That's animals.
The other one with red sauce.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Annie. All right, turn it off.
How do you like it?
It's great. I love being on camera. Just turn it off.
That would be Judy and Nate.
You're the newest newlyweds. My sisters and I would like to thank all of you for joining us this evening to celebrate our mother's 70th birthday. You know, we were saying that the only time we see people is at weddings and funerals, and it's great to have a wonderful occasion like this to be able to get together as a family. And so, thank you all very much for joining us tonight. And
Thank you all.
Mom, we are looking forward to being here 10 years from now for your 80th.
Right up.
It's a date.
The one request I would have, since we're all gathered here this evening, is if you could come up with just one story that you have about our mother, dating back a few years or many years, just share it with the group. We're creating a little video of this evening, and we'd like to be able to have that for posterity. So maybe we can just go around the table.
I have one. Never called a lot, so I know. She volunteered to take care of Barbara while Barbara's parents were away on a trip. And I can't remember who the girl was. Was it Carol? Carol Little was staying with Barbara at my mother and Glenn's mother and father's house. And you snuck out the upstairs balcony, was that it? And Mother and Dad had no idea they were gone until for some reason they had to go check on these girls, and the girls weren't there.
We were over at 3533 Park.
Wow. So that was a story I wanted to pass on.
Glenn, what can you share with the group?
Well,
I want to see.
With all the noise. Okay.
I guess I'll have
Okay, Glenn, can you think of a story to share with the group?
I get another shot at it.
We're not going to let you off that easy.
The story that I think of is one that actually requires a visual. And anyone here that has seen the Cousins Club films that we took, I see a hand go up in here. The Cousins Club films that our group of cousins, that is Barbara and Ginny and myself and Jack Hall, my brother, and Phyllis and Vince Sells, that have seen those pictures know which ones I have reference to. But every time I think of your mother, I think of Barbara. Two scenes from those Cousins Club films come to mind. One is Barbara on a cot, attempting to give birth.
Pregnant with Victor.
She was heavily pregnant with Victor, but in this film she was giving birth to a fifth suburban. And she was eating. She was hungry, and so she was up there clapping her jaws together like a robin in a nest and being fed by her husband, Bob. And that was a classic shot. I can picture it so vividly. And the other was a picture of the same lady, Barbara, who was running away from the camera photographer going down a hill.
Are you
And all you could see was her backside and her legs going out like this.
That wasn't me, Glenn. That was Ginny Claire. That was Ginny, wasn't it,
That
Ginny?
was not Ginny, that was Barbara.
That was Ginny.
And it is hysterical. To this day, I don't know how her legs were attached to her body. They shouldn't move that way, but they did. And you look at that film again, Barb, that was beautiful. That's all I have.
Jenny, John, do you want equal time on that?
Oh, I just remember we stayed all night at my house. And we were put another nickel in and the Nickelodeon. Remember we were singing, we'd go to football games and then we'd all stay together overnight because we were in the same high school.
Who's next?
Well, I remember when we moved up from Texas just before Barb and Bob got married. They were just newly engaged, and those two poor little girls, Gretchen and me, from that dry state where we didn't even hardly drink water, and then we were up here and it was so green, and the family was here and everybody was so loving. I fell in love with Barbara, Gretchen fell in love with Bob, and we thought you were just the most darling couple ever. Remember when you got married and we got to come to your wedding, and then we stayed overnight at your house, but it was
50 years ago this fall.
I'm really old.
You remember when we were down in Texas?
I don't remember that.
You don't?
Yeah, she was probably way too young.
Well, Gretchen was about 3.
They're balloons. They're just
Maybe Uncle Vic always used to come back.
they're mommy.
But no, we thought you were just a cool couple.
Sister.
Oh!
Hello.
Golly, I have
Hello.
Jenny.
Dirt.
I remember she used to
Hello.
tell me,
Hello.
well, she still does. But especially when I was little, she'd take me downtown to movies, all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Remember when you were in the back seat of the car when we picked up Bob?
You bet. I was along when she met your dad. And we were in that little Oldsmobile with the wolf whistle.
That's right.
Were you cruising?
Yeah, exactly. Down Minnehaha Parkway.
Being naughty again.
With her 10-year-old sister in the back seat.
4 of them. Bob was one. You never heard that?
Oh, you never
story?
knew about
Oh, God.
all these
yeah.
sailors?
All these sailors, they were out at the Navy.
That's how you met him?
That's how.
I've never heard this story.
You're right up off of the parkway. You get in here with me.
I'm shocked.
And he was great. I've never heard that story. And she had her baby sister sitting in the back seat. Oh my God.
I'm shocked you were so demanding that you told him to get in. That's
I never heard that
surprising.
we got married the year before we really did either.
I don't think so. Really? You eloped? Oh, yay!
To Shakopee.
Mom, you have to explain that because now everybody.
Well, me.
Yeah, you probably should tell that a little bit more stuff now.
Well,
Tell me about
we
it.
went to Shakopee and got married, and then my mother and dad didn't want us to get married, so we pretended we weren't married, and we really were married.
For a whole year? Well, wasn't it before
Well,
you went to
over a year.
college? It was the July before you went to.
It was Ruth's birthday. It was July 31st of 1952.
And then you went off to college, and then the next year was when you guys officially got married.
Well, we were officially married in Shakopee. When we got married in church.
She didn't go on to college. She was already back.
Oh, you're already back? Okay. My point is, though, it was like a year, then you came back and had the church wedding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is great.
We're finally old enough to hear that.
I never
Nobody knew it until. Nobody knew it. 6 years ago. Carol. Then I thought, why not? Well, you know how it happened? How I had to tell him? It's because when they were doing Bob's obituary, Dick was going to put 44 years. We'd been married 44 years, and I said, no, Vic, it was 45 years. He said, no, you were married in 53. And I said, no, Vic, we were married in 52. And I had to explain.
Well, I think that's a great story, but it's sad that you waited so long to tell it. Because it's really special.
It's out now.
Well, we
It's
have.
really cool.
Do my parents know this?
Yeah,
I don't think I ever told
we have something to tell her. We never had anything to say.
When we do the family sitcom, we can put that in.
To tell you the truth, I am not sure. Carolyn, did we ever mention that?
Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, that's a great story.
I don't think so. We were married by a judge in Shakopee.
That's a great story.
Bob's
Right,
friend and my
that's the
friend
big
stood up
surprise.
for us.
And they kept the secret too. See,
Oh,
that's a miracle.
And I had the marriage license behind his picture. Oh my God. I don't know where it is.
Oh, I don't know where it's
How can you beat that?
It's tough.
No idea.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Bruce, Kathy, do you have a story?
Nothing I can think of.
You don't have to top that.
You know, I don't have, being an outlaw, I don't have a lot to say, but I do have to say that, well, Barbara and Bob always, they welcomed me with open arms like everybody in this family has. And that was great. It's been wonderful.
If only I could say that.
Thank you.
They had to accept me.
Michael, what do you have to say?
Well, I have many stories, but I think I'll go with the fun one. When I was in high school, there were some girls that I used to chase right up the street from Auntie Barb and Uncle Bob's. And occasionally they, they can mow the lawn or whatnot. So I'm supposed to be over there mowing the lawn, but instead I got all these girls in their porch, and I'm like, this is my uncle's place. And talked somebody into getting me a case of beer, I think. I won't name names. It's a little late, and it doesn't matter now, but so I'm sitting there and we're hooping it up, the girls and I, and oh, dang it, I gotta mow the lawn. So I would get out there half schnickered, grass is like this. They come home, and I think Auntie Barb wanted to rip my head off. Uncle Bob, calm he can be, he's like, well, and she's like, rip into him, come on, let's tear him a new one. And he's just, settle down. He's like, now Michael, you have responsibilities. I felt so bad because he's like, I disappointed him. And she's like, let's take him out back and whip him, get him switched. It was priceless, but yeah, I was in a lot of trouble that day. I was drinking beer and boozing it up when I was supposed to be mowing the lawn.
Baby
Pat?
The one thing that comes to mind for me is when Joan and I went up to the Boundary Waters with Bob and Barb. And Joan and I were in one canoe and Bob and Barb in another canoe. And we sat in our canoe and listened to them argue about who steers the canoe. In circles. They're arguing. So we just had a good time watching them.
That's genetic. Same thing.
Well, my experience is that Mom provided the motive power and Dad was the rudder.
Exactly right.
Ruthie?
Well, I guess I remember spending a lot of time at Bob and Barb's when I was growing up. And Barbara taking me upstairs one day with this little book,
I wonder if that
plopping
was
me
right.
down on the bed and saying, okay, now we're going to talk about sex.
The facts of life.
And just spending a lot of time with Bob and Barb. It was great. She was like a sister.
Big sister.
Yep.
And she was in my wedding. She was my flower girl. That's right.
When I was 5.
5 years old. I still have the dress.
Oh, yeah. The first wedding or the second?
I'm sure the church one.
Yeah.
Trish?
I have one more funny one. It was Bob when you lived on 43rd and Aldrich, and they had so many good parties over there. Oh, we had such good times. And this one party, we were all feeling no pain. And there was an old-fashioned light on the wall upstairs. And because we were not feeling any pain, someone said, let's light it. And we did, and it was a gas jet. Scared us too. Oh, did it ever really die?
You had no idea it was still alive.
Well, I have just one comment that I want to make too. And it was prompted by something that Ruth said a moment ago. She reminded Barbara, or maybe Barbara reminded Ruth, I couldn't tell who did which, but that Ruth was the flower girl in Barbara's wedding, which made me realize that I was the flower boy in Barbara's parents' wedding and Cliff and Mabel's wedding. So we all had that flower experience.
And Michael was the ring bearer in our wedding.
Yeah.
Where is he? He didn't have that.
Grandma, we have to go. We have to get the kids in back. They're all
Okay, you're getting to. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. See everyone later.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye, Dad.
Love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Somebody doesn't want to go.
Grandpa so much.
He is Grandpa's boy.
You have to go bye-bye now.
Yeah, honey. You're making me
I'm
crazy.
sorry. I'm sorry. I can't feel your knife. Usually Grandpa carries him to the car.
Oh, is that
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all on the tape.
what do you bribe him with?
Candy.
Don't ever want to ask you, bye.
Bye-bye.
I don't forgot that. I'm still
He was a Grandpa's boy if there ever was one.
And also,
Embarrass him with that years.
I hope you have it on film.
Oh, yeah. Grandpa will use that later.
Judy, Nate, you want to share?
Well, I just think that my mom has always thrown the best parties. That's why it's so appropriate that you should have a party. And a few of my favorite memories would be the birthday parties that she used to throw for me when I was little. Did she not have the greatest birthday parties? I mean, and then after
With the ballerinas and the cake.
And after the ballet recital, she would do a party for the ballet recital. So she was all about parties all the time, and it was super fun. And she would have a ballerina cake made with the ballerina right in the middle. And so
I made the ballerina cake.
Yeah. Oh, you made that?
I made them. I made them and cut them in small pieces. I made those.
Oh my gosh.
I still have the ballerina. It's up in
We know you have everything. We know you have everything.
Someday we'll throw it away.
That's what she's afraid of. But, I mean, the kid parties were great, but I have to admit that even better than the kid parties that she had for us for our birthdays, I had even more fun when she would have Cousins Club at our house. Or Bridge Club or something, because I would just really look forward to all the food that they were going to be serving. And then just laying in bed at night.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Adults downstairs, and you hear them talking, and laughing, and partying, and we're sitting upstairs just listening. We creep down, talk. That's the fun part.
We'd creep around the edge of the balcony and look over till they'd see us. And then they'd get upstairs, roar, and we went running.
Girls, quiet up there. That's right.
Those were good fun. Oh, those were good fun.
Those are good party memories, but one of my very, very favorite memories of growing up is walking into the kitchen just for whatever reason on an every night kind of thing. And all of a sudden it'd be my mom and dad being there smooching and kissing, and I go, whoop! And I turn around. So I just remember that they were very snuggly and kissy and huggy, and so you kind of learned to kind of watch. If they were both home and it was evening or something, you kind of be careful. When you peek around the corner, and, if they weren't in any other place in the house and you thought, oh, they might be in the kitchen, I guess I better stay away from them. Because they were pretty snuggly in there.
I'd just like to say, Barb, you're a wonderful mother-in-law. You've made me feel very welcome. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, Nate. And I got two sons with the same birthday, January 9th, Victor and Nate. Oh my gosh.
Well, I've known you for like 4 years now, and it's just been great. Like, I love hearing these stories because you came down to North Carolina when me and Olivia were going to school there, and I don't know, whenever you take us out to go eat something or whatever, it's just a ton of fun, and I just feel blessed to know you.
And we went to that fun place down there.
What was that old?
Biltmore
Estate. Biltmore Estate. That was neat.
That was fun.
For anyone who hasn't met Eric, this is Eric, Olivia's boyfriend.
Hi. So I'm just totally blessed to know you, and thank you for everything.
You're welcome,
Happy
Judy.
70th.
Well, we put our heads together and we came up with a couple of our favorite memories, one of which happened one New Year's Eve. My parents would always ship us kids off to our grandparents' house, and we would then celebrate New Year's Eve in Denmark because they didn't want us to stay up until midnight. So we'd watch, I don't know, CNN, and then be like, oh, it's midnight in Denmark, and we go and bang the pots and pans. But one time at maybe it was 9:30 on New Year's Eve, it started to kind of get smoky in there, and it wasn't from smoking, and Grandma and Grandpa, I think Grandma had a couple cocktails that evening, and we just started giggling. We're like, oh, I wonder what's kind of smoky in here. I don't know. And then we realized that the fireplace was backing up. So pretty soon, all four of us, kids and my grandma, were on all fours crawling around, and Grandma was saying, breathe the air on the ground. So we were just crawling around. And Grandpa was shoveling out the fireplace, taking outside, and we were all just...
I think he'd forgotten to open the tank. That's what I think.
Oh, that's a great That's our story.
I'd forgotten that one.
So much fun.
One go.
Oh.
No, stop.
What?
They're going to go say goodbye.
Oh, go say goodbye. Go say goodbye.
Stephen, sweetie, well, I'm so happy that you, that's right. That's okay. Bye, everyone. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye. Nice seeing everybody.
Okay, Chuck, you just took a bite of food.
I did. And Alex is across the room. She can't stop me from eating cheesecakes. I'm poaching on the cheesecake.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm newer addition to the fold, but let's see. A good Barb story. Alex and I have collected a pretty decent amount. We've saved voicemails from our friends and our family that are memorable and curious, and we've saved them on the computer and stuff like that. And We have some excellent Barb voicemails. And the best ones, the ones we enjoy playing the most, are the ones with which there's no explanation of what you're talking about. Yes, voicemails. And one of them goes like this. Well, I had a jam, so call me about it. And the other one, Alex, shall I talk about cabbage?
Yes, you should.
There
This was for the archive, but oh, what the heck?
No. She says, you came on the phone and you said, Alexandra, this is your mother. I have a question about cabbage. I have some cabbage in my refrigerator that I've had for quite some time now that I have no interest in eating any longer. And I'm wondering if the little animals and squirrels and crap like that would like it, whether they would like it or not like it. Otherwise, I'll be throwing it out. I'll wait to hear from you.
The next voicemail message goes thusly.
The next voicemail, which was a couple days later, says, Alexandra, this is your mother. And I'm going to make up some of the... Victor and I just got back from the Timberwolves. We're going to the Timberwolves game tonight, so I wanted to let you know if you're trying to reach me, that's where we're going. He's picking me up around 6:30. We're going to the Timberwolves game. I haven't heard from you yet about the cabbage. So please let me know so I'll know what to do with it very soon. And the favorite part, of course, is that the cabbage had been there for a while, but it was a hot topic now. In very short order. So anyway, I look forward, I wish you a happy 70th. I look forward to receiving many more messages like that.
Thank you, Jack.
Yes.
And I like how you have to identify yourself. Hello, Alexandra, this is your mother.
Wait, I thought it was a lady down the street.
I know that.
I do the same thing though when I call Nicholas.
This is your mother?
Your mother.
I think it's an establishment of authority before you start your
This, and you all sit here like,
This is your mother. Sets the stage for everything.
But only when I leave messages. I don't do it if I'm speaking.
Oh,
If
yeah.
he answers the phone, I don't tell him who I am.
yeah, he's got to figure it out on his own now.
I don't know why I do it when I leave messages.
Dick, Peggy, you have anything that comes to mind?
Dick's the
No.
Good idea.
We don't have any
No
kind
dirt.
of humorous, no dirt for tonight. I can't, it's hard to follow Chuck. But we have just such a host of family event memories, especially involving the multiple birthday parties with my mother and Mabel and Barbara. And you've carried on well for the three of them, Barb.
Yeah.
And the other thing that comes to mind for me is that Barb and Bob were Peggy's introduction to this family here. They had us over when I was courting Peggy,
And you still
they
married
put
her.
on a very good. They put on a very good face for the family. Peggy was just thrilled to meet him, and
like
agreed to marry
Kathy.
me shortly after that.
Like Kathy, I felt very, very welcome.
So thank you, cousin Barb. Been looking after me for a lot of years since I was a little tyke.
I still find it a little bit hard to celebrate my birthday without mother and your mother. You know,
Yeah.
his mother, Aunt Dorothy, was November 4th, as was my mother, as and I. We celebrated together for many, many, many years.
You all had the same birthday?
Yep. Wow.
It was always a big party.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was always a big day.
Cocktails.
A couple of cocktails.
Yeah, you know how to do a party right, as somebody said earlier, and you're continuing to carry on that tradition, so
Al.
congratulations on your 70th.
Oh, Ella's making a getaway.
Oh,
See you later.
okay, Jonah.
Okay.
You know, Peggy Carroll's introduction to the family was over at 6400 Berry Road.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that was it yours, Chuck?
It
Yeah.
was.
Cliff and Mabel.
it
We
was-
met everybody all at once. I did.
Well, it was flipping, it was your grandma's 50th anniversary.
Anniversary, yeah.
One of the
In
first
the
times.
party
Is that
room.
when it was?
Yep.
Or was it Mom and Dad's 25th?
You were
Yeah, was it
73.
Bob's 25th?
Yeah, it was 73. Yeah. And I met
Yeah, but
everybody
that was
once.
25.
Oh, that was later, okay.
So they'd already been married then.
That's
Okay.
right.
No, I think it was probably
Mine was
Gladys and
the
Bill.
50th, because we've been married for almost 40.
Okay.
So, and it was wild. I mean, it was.
Right.
Like every other.
It was an amazing party, and it was so much fun, and I just felt so welcomed, and it was the first time I met everybody, but you guys had just gotten back from San Francisco. I just moved back.
That was definitely Gladys and
Yep.
Merle's.
50th. At 6400 Berry. Yep. I heard it. In the party room. Yep.
Alex was 9 years old and she was tending bar.
Really, I talked about that.
Yeah, the thing I remember is I remember meeting everybody at once.
Yep.
And everybody was very, very kind, and Alex was a kid tending the bar, and that just really stuck with me for a long time. And everyone seemed to be totally, accepting of that, which is okay. But it really is a nice family to be a part of.
Can't get away with that anymore.
No, not so much.
Joni, anything come to mind?
I think probably one of my best memories of Mom and Dad, of course, is following my sporting events, whether it's trucking to Mankato for volleyball or softball, and my summer games, and when I threw the ball overthrow third base and hit Carolyn in the head.
In the eye?
Right
The week before Judy's wedding, and I had to go to her wedding with a black eye.
So there was always something, and I've been playing sports forever, and whether it was in high school in the very first years that we even had girls basketball, and Grandpa Mac and Grandma came and Mom came, and of course Dad was working all the way through all the years of all my sports, and pretty much that watching me kind of stuff. How about me?
And you, Vic.
And me. Well, it was Mom and Dad never missed a sporting event. They were shuttling us around, and this was before a lot of people did that. Stopping at the Burger King on 34th and Nicollet on our way out of McPhail. After piano lessons at McPhail, on our way to football practice, grabbing 2 Whoppers. Can you imagine eating 2 Whoppers these days? As an 11, 12-year-old, I could do that. I sure couldn't now. But Mom was always there driving me around. You know why Carol and I got married? I showed up one July or August, and Mom has card table set up in the living room, and a bunch of you ladies are out there playing cards, and I said, oh, by the way, Carol and I are moving in together next month. She said, moving in together? Why don't you just get married? I thought, well, that's a good idea, so 5 months later we were married. But it's been a great, in my case, 48 years, and I love you very much, and we're looking forward to doing this again in 10 more years.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Absolutely.
What a wonderful party. Just
Isn't it though?
Just wonderful.
Oh, you're flashing battery.
Thanks for
How come Glenn Taylor isn't here?
How do I stop
Must be a
this?
Bulls game somewhere.
How do I stop this? No clue.
I think you didn't want to be here for Barb's birthday.
Or the governor.
Yeah, well, Governor.
Yeah, should have had them all here.
How do you stop it? How do you stop it? I have no idea.